In today's economy, there's no doubt that business has slowed down in some industries. If that's the case with you, you can still plant seeds for the future to position yourself favorably for when people do buy. Here's a step-by-step way to address the objection, the time just isn't right now. As with any objection, you need to break it down gradually with a series of questions. What you don't want to say at this point is, oh, okay, when can I call you back? A date is of little use if they're not interested, because they've then just given you the next date when they can brush you off again. So your first move needs to be, well, I see. Let's talk about that. First, do you agree that this product is something that you would see yourself using? Now, this is critical. It confirms that they're not just blowing you off. No use wasting a series of frustrating follow-up calls to hear the same or a more creative objection again. Hey, if you're going to get a definite "I'm not a prospect," get it now. So now, getting a time frame would be useful. So you could say something like, when would you see yourself getting involved or buying? Now, notice the wording here. Speak in terms of their action, what they will do, which is buy from you. If you just said, when can I call you back? You're simply asking them for permission to call again. And that's not as desirable as the alternative. Okay, so after confirmation of interest, then find out about the delay. For example, what changes do you anticipate that would make another time right for you? Or what would make that date a better time for you? Or what's going to happen between now and then that will make it a better time? This not only helps to further qualify their intentions, now a fuzzy answer here might mean they aren't that hot of a prospect, but it also gives you ammunition to work with in case they're mistaken about what you've presented, or maybe they don't have all the facts yet, or if they aren't convinced about the value and urgency of acting now. Then, listen very carefully to the answers. Here are possible responses from them and routes that you could take. If they say, we'll have more money available then, you could revisit the reasons they're interested. Ask questions to help them tell you what the missed opportunity would be by waiting. Get them to quantify it. For example, what would you say that's costing you now? Or if the situation isn't fixed, how much extra expense will you incur? Let's say you've concluded that they do have a valid reason for waiting and they agree that they want to work with you. So firm it up at this point. Get commitments. Okay, if anything changes between now and our next scheduled conversation, will you please call me? Or, great, so I'm assuming that the next time we speak, we can discuss details of implementing the program. Notice how you're pre-closing the sale here. All right, after finishing the call, confirm your understanding with a letter detailing the points. Then and there, schedule reminders to keep your name in front of them. For example, postcards, handwritten notes, even after hours voicemail messages with little bits of information to keep them interested.